In Swaziland, postal services were used from as early as 1902, and 50 years later, phone services were introduced for the first time in Swaziland in 1952. The growth of telephones was slow. It took 46 years to achieve 29,000 subscribers around 1998. This was life in Swaziland before MTN partnered with the Swaziland Post and Telecommunications Corporation in July 1998. And Swazi MTN was born. 2 months later, during the Swazi Independence Day celebrations, King Mswati III made the first cellular call in the country. With technical expertise provided by MTN South Africa, Swazi MTN built a robust network, and soon people could make and receive calls from virtually anywhere. The mobile phones in the early days were rather cumbersome devices and only offered telephony and short message service, otherwise known as SMS. The favorite of them all was the Nokia 5110 and the Ericsson models, easily identifiable with the antenna sticking out.
Yeah, what's this?
Today, the mobile phone has become an inseparable part of our lives. From a rare high-tech novelty to a thing almost everyone has, all in 20 years. Since then, Swazi MTN has changed the way business is done. And the change came at an incredible pace.
If you needed to make a telephone call, you needed to get to where there was a landline, and that wasn't always convenient, and it took time. Whereas in terms of business, you need to make decisions in a hurry, you need to get information quickly. And but then that's not the only thing, because the cell phone does so much more. It's literally traveling office.
The countrywide network MTN provides is a more reliable alternative to roadways and postal systems for communities in rural areas. As technology advanced, so too has Swazi MTN upgraded their network. Mobile phones now not only enable users to use voice calls, they offer easy access to information, the latest happenings around the world, and monitor health care. Pregnant women and people living with HIV get SMS reminders for their next appointment or refill. MTN, through its innovative technology, has enhanced the quality of life for Swazi citizens, creating sustainable employment and enhanced entrepreneurship. Over the past 20 years, they have been a catalyst for economic growth. Entrepreneurs started small businesses by selling airtime and providing mobile money transfers. These vendors were previously unemployed, and today they have been able to build houses and provide for their families.
Kutshintshe kakhulu vele ngoma ezingithengisa kunengi lenku achievile. Sengisa like nje sengisa mobile kakhulu. Ngibe nempumelelo lenengi. Mobile ungendele ukuthi umndeni wami ngiphile nawo, uphile ngibe breadwinner, abantwana bafunzile e-university sikhonile nje ukuthi allowance eyincane ngakhona kubabhadarela nasekhaya ngakhile indlu lenkulu khonile nekuthenga umndeni nje uyaphila ngama-mobile money.
Ready access to financial services can be critical in stimulating local economic activity and in fighting poverty. Many people in isolated rural areas do not have bank accounts, nor do they have access to conventional banking services. Since its introduction to the country in 2011, mobile money has proved to be a particularly advantageous means of addressing these challenges. Today, a staggering 120 million emalangeni is transferred using mobile money per month, and it's still growing.
Customers before that used to buy airtime, they would send a packet of money with the bus driver from A to B. Now, all of a sudden now, customers are now buying airtime. We don't even meet half of our customers. But more from the rural point of view is where a guy that works in town and his family live in the middle of nowhere and he needs to send them money home, he will send them the 500 or 1,000 rand, 1,000 emelangeni, and they will then go to a vendor in the area that actually does mobile money and cash it in. So MTN saw a gap in the market of, there are people out there that can't bank. They don't have work, they're not working, so they can't get a bank account. Obviously that's banking instructions. So MTN saw a gap in the market and opened up doing this mobile money banking, where they now have a savings account, a bank account, because now they can save money in that account and access it when they need to.
At the height of the El Nino-induced drought, the government faced the challenge of delivering food aid to vulnerable communities. Swazi MTN was quick to recognize its potential in enhancing its emergency response. It linked up with the National Disaster Management Agency to develop a customized service and pioneered the use of mobile money for emergency cash transfers to drought-stricken communities. The approach enabled Swaziland to better manage drought relief, significantly cut costs, and generate a range of additional benefits as food was purchased on site. In an emergency situation, Swazi MTN have made it easy to call for help, as one can use your mobile phone to call any of the national toll-free numbers to activate an emergency response as needed. The first National Apps Contest gave young mobile application developers an opportunity to demonstrate their programming skills. The winning app developer will be nurtured by Swazi MTN as they take on the entrepreneurship path. MTN has gone a long way in supporting e-government. When you've applied for a passport, ID or birth certificate, you can now track progress of your documents via SMS. Swazi MTN has once again come to the assistance of government by making available communication solutions for the national census. In today's world, communication is key. MTN Business provides tailor-made business solutions for SMEs, helping you grow your business. Whether it's voice, data, or connectivity, MTN Business will provide tailor-made solutions for your needs. The MTN Foundation is the corporate social investment division within MTN whose mandate is to change lives and transform communities. The Foundation's policy is to bring about meaningful, measurable, and sustainable change that will lay the foundations for disadvantaged and rural communities to become more self-reliant. Focus is geared towards education, wherein 60% of the budget contributes to investing in education for all. The launch of the MTN Foundation coincided with the sword-turning ceremony of the company's head office. Through the foundation, MTN has proved to be a key player in the corporate social responsibility sphere. Investing in education has been the main theme during the 21 Days of Yellow Care, which is the largest community project that MTN engages in. Rural schools now have computers. Some have been refurbished, and recently, MTN employees who gave their time selflessly made history by building a complete school and delivering it in a month. The Uniswa Foundation received a technology boost which helped the university overcome the digital divide through the digital laboratory. On the health front, the Vision 2020 Cataract Project has seen close to 1,000 beneficiaries gain their sight again. Arts and culture have benefited from the school's Bushfire Festival, which was introduced in 2010. Using the power of the creative arts, schools are educated on innovative social behavioral change. On the other hand, the MTN Bushfire is more than a festival. Every year, approximately 29,000 guests hailing from 58 different countries converge on the peaceful Malkerns Valley for an energizing and uplifting weekend that celebrates the music and arts of Africa and beyond. Swazi MTN have gone on to celebrate and recognize local musicians who have contributed to the growth of music in the country through the support of the MTN Swama Awards, which were the first of its kind. MTN Swaziland has taken soccer to greater heights through financial support. To date, soccer in Swaziland, including the national team and the MTN Premier League, have received a total of 43 million emalangeni from MTN through sponsorship. MTN Swaziland sponsors a number of sporting codes, including the Kemani Cycling Club, who organize the MTN Kemani Road Race every year. By supporting the race, MTN is indirectly contributing towards the improvement in the number of visitors into the country, as it attracts cyclists from across the border. On the golfing front, MTN is a proud supporter of the King's Cup, after having supported the event since its inception.
We are very, very, very grateful for what MTN has done to the Swazi nation. Again, you can consider the coverage MTN has done. We're talking about over 95% coverage in the country. That's a milestone. And we are very grateful because almost all parts of the country are covered. That on itself, it shows that it's a real celebration when we talk about 20 years in the country. Again, we talk about mobile money. That's astonishing. We talk about 600,000 Swazis subscribing on mobile money, 300,000 active. That one on its own. People now can transact. They can pay their bills. They can do whatever. So you know what MTN has done to the country. It's wonderful. The economy is changing because when you improve the lives of the ordinary Swazi, really you are improving the Swazi nation. We are very grateful to Swazi MTN.
In as far as Swazi MTN is concerned, 20 years has really seen giant strides by the company. The company started, like I guess a lot of cellular companies or telecommunication companies, by covering the corridor as we know it today in Mbabane Manzini, and I remember it then spread to the cities outside these two centers, and then eventually a target was the major highways, the roads, Mbabane Manzini, as I've said, Peaks Peak, on the roads, to make sure that people could stay in contact even when they were actually driving from one city to the other. Well, what can one say? Now we're sitting at 98% coverage with 2G, I think 88% coverage on 3G, and already 10% with 4G, or LTE as we sometimes call it. And those are the strides that have been made by this company over the 20-year journey.
As we celebrate these 20 years, we are looking at a distance we have walked with our valued customers and the entire Swazi nation. And through all this journey, there is no doubt that MTN is a true Swazi company committed to investing itself entirely in the country. Swazi MTN is owned 70% by locals, and MTN International owns 30% of this company. We have also worked extremely well with His Majesty's government over the years, and the regulator. We would like to, in particular, thank the Minister of ICT, who is our line ministry as Swazi MTN, for the cooperation and support we've received. We are proud to have positively impacted numerous communities in partnerships with government, ministries, non-governmental organizations, as well as corporates. So this is a very important year for us, 2018, where we turn 20 years as a company. And because Swazi MTN is an information communication technology company, we commit to using ICT in stamping our contribution to the national vision. We will do this through celebrating innovation and making telecommunications affordable by introducing fresh products and services tailored for all segments of our loyal customers. As we celebrate this 20th anniversary in 2018, the series of activations will be an indication to the doubting Thomases that MTN is here for the long haul, and MTN is an integral part of the kingdom, and MTN has the future of this country at heart. We will be engaging extensively with our customers throughout 2018. We also want to thank all our supporters, all our customers for the support over the years and believing in MTN, and we promise that we will continue to delight and excite the public and customers going into Vision 2022. Thank you.
Swazi MTN has come a long way in 20 years of operation and is leading the Swazi nation into the information age whilst opening the door to many life-enhancing opportunities.
Mina ngiyangafata ngivuse etinini tami. Ngingafata ngikhiphe imali ebhangi. Ngingafata ngithenge igezi ngifaka ngila endlini mfanami. Nyalo nje lo ngibona ngicokubana ihlabshi lami. Bekumele ngivusele iclient yami lapha. Kepha sengizofotile ngamva ukuthi ngcono tabe ngisaya wela lo yamfula ngoshona le. Nganacingo lwami nje. Lungisete kabi baba. Angisabhala incwadi, kangisendi lutho, angisaphumi nje lapha egedeni.
Driven by highly skilled employees, the company continues to push through the frontiers of innovation to reach more subscribers. New innovative applications will emerge and continue to transform the lives of subscribers. Halala Swazi MTN, halala.
Vani.